stop. I don't want to
I heard this song. I was somewhere and I heard it out in public. I'm like, oh, okay, this is really taking fire.
Yeah.
This is the new Def Leppard.
New Def Leppard. It's called Kick. The album drops on May 27th.
I thought this was the Peacemaker song.
No.
I thought this whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, the Peacemaker song's taking off. I thought I was just about to be like, oh, damn.
What was that band? Wigwam. That's the
Does this not sound similar?
Yeah, it does. It was same genre, kind of, you know. But I love it. Welcome back to the Monsters in the Morning, Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting live on iHeartRadio. What's up? I'm Russ, along with Angel and Carlos and Ryan, all here today. So I think I a little bit need to apologize to you, Ryan, because I did ask you to come with me yesterday.
Yeah.
And you did. Now, you did sing some backup, and I appreciate that.
Yes, I said 3 words after 4 hours.
I thought we'd get to another song.
Yeah.
I thought we'd get to another song, too. I didn't realize it would take so long. For those who don't know, we're asked by Mark Tremonti. He's got this new fundraising event that he's doing. It's Tremonti Sings Sinatra, and it's to raise money for kids with Down syndrome. And he's wanting to raise $100 million, which, man, that's a lofty goal.
Hey, you gotta have big goals. The guy's achieved some big things, so why not?
I figure he would know, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things he wants to do is to start challenging, and he's starting with us, but start challenging morning shows to see if they could, step outside of the box, and sing a song that that you really want to sing, something that you even if you don't think you can sing, give it a shot and try to do your best, kind of a thing. And so I'm like, okay, that sounds like fun. We'll do it. And so I have a song. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to tell you what the song is yet. I think we'll wait and surprise you whenever it all comes out. But no surprise, it's a Kiss song, and it's the only one I thought I really could do. And there is a local band that we've become friends with. And it's called Fyre Insyde.
Right.
Now, Ryan knows them better than I do, because you've done some events with them, right, Ryan?
Yeah, good group of guys.
What a cool group of dudes, man.
Nice.
And when, I go into the studio, he's got a studio in his house, and he's got, like, old monster promo shots from, like, back in the day. He's been a fan for a long time, which is, that's really, really cool. That's Oscar. Oscar couldn't be any nicer. He plays bass. And then Felix, this is a funny story. Okay, Felix is a younger guy, about 23, plays lead guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And then
shred?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He shreds. And then George is like the quintessential dude who's still rocking from the 80s. He walks in, he looks like Steven Tyler, dressed like Steven Tyler.
Nice.
He got rock and roll tennis shoes, rock and roll pants. He's a rock star.
Every day of this guy's life is a rock and roll day.
Rock and roll George,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we're talking about the song that Angel wants to sing. Can I say the band? Is that okay?
No, don't give it away.
Okay. So anyway, so talking about the song that Angel wants to sing, and then the ones that I want to sing, and the guy that's 22 or 23, like, I'd never heard of those bands before. Like, I think I've heard of Kiss, but he had never heard the song that we're doing. And then the one that Angel is, he'd never heard them either.
Damn,
Because he's younger, right? And he's like, man, that band, that Angel, that's a really good band. They're really cool.
Tell me in the talkback.
He'll tell you to talk about.
Wow.
So to him, and with Kiss, he's like, I think I've heard Lick It Up and Rock and Roll All Night, but the one that we're doing, he had never heard. And he's like, man, that's really good stuff. He's like, I'm going to listen some more. And he played it. I mean, okay, so we go to lunch, Ryan and I. Ryan comes with me, and I do thank you, and I'm sorry there wasn't anything for you to do. But we go in the studio.
4 hours out of my day.
You were his muse.
Yeah.
We go in the studio, and you would think, right, I've been singing these songs my entire life. Well, I'm nervous because I can't. I'm
so scared.
Oh, he was a nervous little wreck.
Sweating?
Yeah,
sweating?
Sweating.
It was hot as hell in
No,
there.
it was not.
Oh, man.
It wasn't?
No.
I thought it was hot in there.
But you were sweating like a banshee right
I
off the
was
bat.
sweating my ass off, yeah.
buddy.
So yeah.
He was nervous. He was like, it's outside of my wheelhouse. I don't know, guys. And of course,
don't sing.
It's Oscar and Felix, and George wasn't there yet. But they're very they're good musicians.
Right,
this is what they do.
Yeah, they're really
so
good
he's
musicians.
intimidated.
Yes.
And
you know what the hard part was? Okay, so believe it or not, this is so stupid. I had to have the lyrics in front of my.
you didn't know the damn words to
I
the
know
song
the
that has been
words.
singing for 40 years, Carlos.
I would need the lyrics.
It makes
too.
no sense. I know. I'm sitting
get
there.
it. I get
I'm
that.
holding this piece of paper and I'm gripping on it
Oh, but you were sad, nervous, Russ, huh?
Yeah, these guys are professional musicians, right? And they're looking at me and like
You're
they got-
MC Sandwich.
They gotta tell me when to come in, right? Okay, and they're counting 1, 2.
Oh,
now
yeah.
go, and you gotta do it right. You gotta do it right on time, and I kept screwing that up. But then finally, we got it. We got the timing and stuff right. And when it was a full band. When George so we're doing it and I'm running through it and I'm not really feeling that comfortable. I'm like, I don't think this sounds that good. Then George, the lead singer, comes in and he's couldn't have been a nicer guy. And he's like, oh, you got to sing it from here and go up on this part and down on this part. And
it was actually super inspirational.
Oh my God, it was so cool. And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna play drums and we're gonna do it now. And when he gave me the hints or the tips or whatever, and it kicked in as a band. Ryan, how badass did that sound?
I'm not going to lie. Okay. I thought I would go there, and I'm like, this is going to be hilarious, and it's going to be a joke. And I heard Russ sing a little bit before that, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then
and he's pulling out his phone to video me.
yeah. But then dude got on drums, Oscar picks up the bass, Felix plays guitar, and I got to say, man, it was actually pretty good. I was surprised. I was playing on my, I'm on my phone, barely paying attention. And it kicks in, and I would go, "What the?" Like it was really like that kind of moment.
Yeah.
And it was legit good.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yes,
that. And then Ryan sang some backup. What we had to do was, we'd sing it, and then you go back and record that, and then you go back and do it again to make it thicker.
Sure.
And then we went back, and then Ryan and George, the lead singer, did like higher notes that I cannot do, behind me. And when it all came together, I was like, damn. That sounds actually really good. And what they're doing is they're going to take this song and they're going to give it to a producer that works for Dr. Phillips. He's like he actually works for Dr. Phillips, and he was in the band Molly Hatchet. And he works there. So they're going to kind
So
of.
he's in the medical profession?
No, Dr. Phillips.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He does the sound for Dr. Phillips.
Scalpel, hatchet.
I don't know much about music, but I will look and see if this tape is ill.
So
When I get done looking at this tuber, I will get back to you about the drum solo.
To really pump it up and make it sound, really good. But I had to perform it or sing it or whatever. God, what was it? 15 times live, and then we recorded. And
because we had to loosen Russ up. That was part of the process of playing it live a bunch, because it's always something too. And when you're performing, you'll get a mental block. Like what was happening was
I was really nervous.
The counting in part was actually the most difficult part of the whole thing. That part took a while, and he was super tense.
Right.
So after we ran it through like 3 or 4 times, he was able to now we can record
and
it.
also get new pieces of paper because he was sweat and the paper would just
it
dissolve.
was so crumpled.
I wish I kept the paper because I was squeezing because I was embarrassed and I kept screwing up in front of these
Rusty,
guys because they're professionals. But my throat hurt so bad afterwards, and I was sweating
talking for 5 hours and growl singing for 4.
Yeah. But
was it death metal style?
No, it sounds
for him to do the song, he's got to go almost an octave lower.
Yeah.
So it's going to take more like vocal energy from your vocal cords to do it. So it's a little more straining than just your average like talking.
Yeah, but these guys, once again, it's Fyre Insyde. They're such great guys, and they're excited about next week with you, Angel, because and they'll walk you through it and help you. Just listen to what George, the lead singer, says, and when he comes in, you're going to be like, dude, he looks like what's that commercial that where the guy comes out and like. Well,
he looks like
Dr. Pepper?
Dr.
The
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper guy.
Yeah.
I love this
Little
guy.
sweet.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper guy just came in. But
he does look like the
he's the Dr.
But
Pepper.
he lives that life. I can respect that because he just lives that life
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
That's what you got to be in the
He
band.
showed up to the farmer's market one time to stop by because Oscars, they wanted to talk about something, and so it was about doing one of their events. And he's like, you're going to meet George in a second. The first time I meet this guy, he's to the farmer's market. Leather pants.
Yeah, you got it.
Open, vesty, flowy shirt. I think scarf. I want to say scarf. Big metal necklaces and stuff.
Yeah.
And Oscar's like, you'll know him when you see him. And I spotted this dude from across the damn field.
That's awesome.
But could not have been a more, I thought he was going to be like, oh, yeah, like, I'm a singer. What's this goofball trying to sing for?
Stupid MC Sandwich.
He was just as helpful and as nice as and I did feel bad because I kept looking around and Ryan's just standing there, in the watching in the heat because I didn't know it'd take that long, but it
earplugs.
It turned out better than I thought it was going to turn out. Like I can't wait to have people hear it. It's going to be really cool. So so
I'm so jealous of that little studio Oscar has right there. Like I was just looking around, like I want this in my house so bad.
Yeah,
I need a man cave, So
that's not that hard nowadays. I mean, with the prefab little buildings, you can put one, throw a concrete slab in the backyard, have it in there, run AC, electric to it, and you're good.
Yeah. I'm also super jealous of anybody who can just be like, oh, do you need a drum part? And the drums is one thing I cannot do.
He just got behind the drums and he's I'll play
like it was nothing.
And I'm like, damn, man, that sounded it made it sound just like the song, and it was a lot of fun for me.
Well, you haven't performed live with a band in a long time, right?
Oh no, it's been a while, and back when they had the Monster Band, I played drums. I never really sang other than MC Sandwich, and then I would get to the second verse, and Carlos would have to help me remember because I'd be so excited I'd forget the second verse on it.
It's true.
It's funny to see him eventually open up though, because from the start, I have the video. I haven't put anything together yet, but he's very tense. He's holding the paper. He's barely moving, and then by the end of it. Rock signs. He's doing all the things.
Oh yeah, because they were really pounding it out. It was really cool. And so I'm like getting into it, and it was a lot of fun.
You were getting into the moment, man.
Dude, Angel, you're gonna have fun. It's a lot of fun. These couldn't be nicer guys. It's Fyre Insyde is the band. They really want to help. And their thing is huge fans of the show. And so then we were talking about re-recording like a version of the beer song that's kind of updated and everything. And Oscar's like, listen. Wait, that's the holy grail. Like I don't want the fans to be upset. We got to give this, we got to. What was he saying? Like we got to make sure it's.
He wants to do it proper. It's due because the beer song is. I mean, it's a 25-year-old song.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it who listens to the show, so it's ingrained in people's heads and hearts. I would say
exactly, and he knows that, and he's a fan, and he's like, I want the fans to dig it. I don't want them to be mad at me for re-recording it. And I said, no, I'm asking you to do an updated version. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be kind of cool. And I said, you guys could play it at your gigs. He's like, you'll let me play the beer song at my gigs? I'm like, yeah, man, I think it'd be awesome. People get a kick out of it. And so they're working on that now. And we're kind of, and that was what I thought you were going to do, is lay down some of the vocals for that, but we didn't have time with all the stuff we were doing.
No, big rock star Russ taking up all the studio time.
It's his boot time.
I'm just back here like Ringo doing nothing.
And Carlos, you'll get a kick out of this. They had a guy there who that's his job, is he does video commercials and all that kind of stuff. So we had a green screen, so they were filming us, and they had one of those cameras that go all the way around. Type of situation.
360 camera.
360 camera.
Oh, nice.
So we could do, when we do put it out, we'll have a video to go along with it. Yeah, man, they're doing a lot of work. I appreciate it. I talked to Dale Torborg afterwards and told him what we were doing. He's like, oh my God, I got to call Mark Tremonti and tell him. He's so excited that you guys are even taking time to do this. I said, yeah, I did mine now. And then Angel's doing it next week. And
you know what? That sounds like a lot of fun. I've reconsidered. I'm going to do it.
That would be great. I would love it if you did.
It's fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is so, for me, and here's the key.
For me?
To do a song that you really like.
Yeah.
Don't do some song you don't want. A song that you like.
I thought about it a little bit more, and I'm like, what song would be fun to sing? That would be, because there's some things like, I could see Carlos doing that, but and also, you know what's funny?
What?
It's not really funny. I just saw this sweet little video of this little Down syndrome boy with his grandpa, and ironically, his grandpa was singing to him.
Yeah,
and he was just staring in his eyes, and I was like, man, is this the universe telling me I should do this?
Well, I'm glad, because I wanted it to be everybody, so I'm glad you said that. That's good, because I have a song from Savannah. Angelique's going to do one. So I'm glad you're going to do that. And they would love, you will have a blast doing this.
Yeah, I don't have a song in mind per se, but like maybe 3 or 4 I'm considering, and it doesn't seem like there needs to be a deadline. That was the other thing. Some other things opened up that I'm like, okay, I have some time, because as you guys know, it takes time. You know, you really got to carve out some time to do it.
We have some time, and they were like, how come you're doing it so fast, Russ? I said, you know me. When it's on my head, I got to do it now.
That makes me feel better about it. Yeah, that makes me feel way better about it.
We have until the end of May. And
that was the biggest thing, too.
Yeah, so we're good. So anyway, thanks again to Fyre Insyde. You guys are awesome, and I can't wait for this album to come out. It's going to be called Monsters Sing.
You want the best.